Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting adventure. A Prussian Emperor. I recognize that yesterday I was being a bit defeatist. Because, you know, it's not that bad. It's only 1534. It hasn't even been 100 years. We've got time to fulfill our goals. Even if our goals look so sad and lonely. I was also looking at the situation between Muscovy and the Commonwealth right now. If Bohemia and Saxony would join me in a war against the Commonwealth right now, it seems like it would work pretty well because the Commonwealth has all of their armies over in Muscovy. Or at least it seems like it. They've only got these two. Am I mistaken in thinking that should be bigger? Anyway, problem is, Poland/Commonwealth has gone ahead and convinced Bohemia and Saxony. Cologne is just cruel. Bohemia and Saxony have both been convinced that they should be friendly with the Commonwealth. And I can't do anything about that. Other problem, the Commonwealth is allied to the Netherlands and Sweden. Good thing is, that means Volgast is no longer allied to the Commonwealth. They're allied to my ally, Erg. So, I think at this point, I don't have any real option for territorial expansion unless it's against Denmark, which really is not likely. Unless I were to get Bohemia to join me. But right now their manpower's in trouble. So that might be my only option. Is try to get some spy networks up in Denmark and get a little bit of expansion there. Because let's see. Yeah, these areas that are flat are actually really nice for developing stuff. Farmland's even better. So, yeah, at this point, I'm just going to be very patient. I have my one march here. I wonder if I can give them some more manpower. Just a little bit to help them out. Right now, their maximum is a little bit lower than mine. And they gain 128 each month. We gain 264, so we're about twice as much as them. Hello, Streisel. That was my next question, is if Wolgast is allied to anyone besides Bohemia. They are, but I don't think I can get a declaration of war on either of these guys. I don't think I can get a claim. I don't think we can fabricate a claim on behalf of Brunswick. We don't have these guys as a... Wait a minute. Oh, that actually is one of the ones we have a permanent claim on. Uh-huh. Okay. So, I apologize. There is a way after all. I forgot we got those from a mission. To be honest, I don't want to take territory from Verdun. It's just going to get another one of those stupid modifiers from the Emperor all over me. I just want to go to war with them so that I can vassalize Volgast. Is that too much to ask? I don't want to vassalize these guys because then I'm going to be over my diplomatic limit. And I don't want to seem too strong. But those are nice areas. But again, I want to be emperor. I don't want to knock princes out of the empire because if you lose too many princes, your imperial authority starts going down a lot more quickly, or rather doesn't climb as quickly. And it's going to be hard enough to get a Protestant emperor up in here. Speaking of which, we haven't seen... Yeah, look at that. Ooh, northern Italy got a lot of reformed going on there. So it looks like most of the empire is now reformed. Problem is, Austria and Burgundy are not. And, oh, Netherlands is part of the empire, too. I didn't even notice that. So, yeah, this is a tricky situation. But we're going to continue drilling for a little bit. And I think we're going to go to war with Verdun. And maybe just take some money and stuff from them after forcing Volgas to be our vassal. So that's our current plan. I want to get rid of these debts before I go to war, if at all possible. 94 and 35. Maybe. We're actually making quite a bit of money now, despite having all of our forts at full. Part of that, I think, is we're finally getting rid of the devastation from that last war, which hurts us quite significantly. Except Lubeck, which got completely destroyed, apparently. Our autonomy is pretty low, even in the areas that we've taken recently, so that is slowly giving us more money as well. And we've got, you know, the increase to administrative power and things like that. Our ideas have certainly helped. This one did. Found the Kammergericht. There we go. Morale of armies going up is definitely good. Ooh, let's think about this. Burghers gain land or gain 1 stability. That'll put us at 3. And nobody gains any land. Let's do it. No, Streisel, you're not wrong. I had forgotten that I got free claims. I was trying to figure out how to get claims on them. In fact, let's see what the other missions are that we might be missing here. Ansbach succession, not possible. Ansbach doesn't exist anymore. So now we have claims on Silesia, right? No, we don't have claims on Silesia. I thought we got claims on Silesia from this. So Pomeranian succession leads here, but we don't actually get the claims we need to pursue it. For whatever reason. This one seems to have only given us West Prussia, East Prussia, and the Mittelmark area. But this requires us to have taken this chunk over here, which we cannot do on our own just yet. Faith's Bastion. We have to be the defender of the faith. I forgot about that. That's interesting. Balance of power. We need to be a great power. That's eventual. What's our current status? We are 225, so we're a ways away development-wise, but getting a little closer. Conquer Lower Saxony is this over here, right? We need to own 10 in that area. Currently own 1. I mean, maybe we'll take 1 state from Verdun. Just as long as we keep one of them alive. Taking 1 can't hurt. It's an extra bit of manpower, extra bit of income, extra bit of control. Ooh, Bremen is a great place to get control of. Trade power. Okay. But is Bremen a free city? Is that one of those free cities? It is. Of course it is. The most wealthy, desirable areas are always free cities, so not likely that we're going to grab Bremen, especially because free cities help the emperor. So we want free cities to exist. The new government power system, meaning states don't matter as much anymore. I didn't often run into the problem with states versus territories. You usually get them pretty quick, and any time that I was expanding so fast that I needed it, I think administrative ideas used to give you more states. Now it gives you more governing capacity. But apparently some people that try to perfect expansion as fast as possible in a paint the map way, you know, did run into that problem. Probably the Ottomans do. I have to imagine they have spent quite a lot of government reform increasing their governing capacity, right? We're not even close. We need a lot more development in order to come close to it. I assume it's based on developments. Russia probably would have issues with states. Yep, that makes sense too. I like the new estate system, though. And what I was going to check is where they stand right now. The burghers are unfortunately very unhappy with us. I think we're going to do a diet, not least of which because it'll give us some better stats with the clergy, I think, here. And the loyalty boost, hopefully we can do the burghers option. Base production in Altmark is 6. They'll give us 10 more loyalty. It's drifting towards 55.3. Okay. So we're going to do that one, because we want the burghers to like us. Altmark needs some base. What was that? Local merchants outcompeted. Ah, right. Yeah, it would be interesting, but if you have the diet come up automatically, that might actually be a bad thing, because you'll notice diet summoned lasts for 20 years, but you can summon the diet, what, every 10? Every 5. So if you summon the diet 4 times, you're going to have 20% increase on the influence, which is a little bit crazy because look how high it is already. For me, part of this is because of the monarchy and feudal nobility reforms that I have here. Aristocratic counselors and right of counsel are the 2 that I have in play. The rest of these, though, instrumental in the building of the canals. So 6 years, that's finally going to go away. Peasants' rights curtailed. Is that a permanent 10%? Yeah, it is. Denied exclusive noble officers. That one, though, is there all at the same time. Okay, so we get 5% less. Influence, if it's too high, can trigger the disaster where they start taking over, I think. Is it the internal conflicts one? I don't know what it is. It probably is not showing up because it's not quite there. But just like in the previous version... Oh my god. Apologies. I forgot to put that on mute. So, let me put that on mute right now. There we go. So... yeah, as I understand it, if I remember correctly from reading the developer blogs, is that if the estate influence gets too high, they can, you know, basically perform a coup and change your government to a negative form for a while, just like they could in the previous thing. So I want the burghers to get 10 loyalty, but I want them to do it after they've gone up a little bit more. So once they hit 40%, then I can give the burghers, you know, what they want here. They'll get some loyalty to put them above 50, and then I'll seize their land of all of them, which will help me create enough crown land to give it away to the nobility, which seems like such a bad idea, but I want that extra military power. Damn, that's a tough sell. All right, so how long do we wait before we start the war with Verdun? If we wait too long, bad stuff's going to happen. Verdun is allied with... oh, no, Verdun is allied with Burgundy. Then we'll go against Oldenburg? Yes, Oldenburg is a much better target. We won't actually take Oldenburg, I don't think. It's only 7 development. It's not worth pissing off the Emperor over or getting that... Imperial authority penalty, because we don't really care about Oldenburg right now. Main goals take this. So we're going to get Oldenburg to pay us and other stuff. Now, we have 11% trade power here. We could get even more if we upgrade this, but we need money for that. Point is, does it make sense right now to flip around some of our... like, if we collect here, are we going to make more money? Let's take a quick look. Trade is right now 3.37. So we're going to collect and We're going to stop pulling from Vienna because we don't pull a lot of money from Vienna. So 3.37. Yeah, okay. Should have done that a little bit sooner, but I think it's when we took Lubeck that this became a real possibility because we have a decent amount of trade power here now. And because we're actually collecting from this, I'm going to split off what little trade ships we've got and upgrading them. Oof, I could upgrade them. It would make them better and give us more money, more income. But I think I want to, 50 admin power for free. Denmark has embraced the Protestant faith. Maybe we can get them as allies instead of enemies. Bringing them and Norway to war against Poland wouldn't be awful. How likely are they to get an ally here? It looks like it's in the ballpark. Their opinion about us. Our strength is actually good in their opinion. Are they that weak? Huh. Yeah, my trust has gone down with a lot of people. They're allied with Riga and Norway. Riga's up here, right? Yeah. Little tiny... Somehow Riga stays alive all the time. I would like that prestige, though. I don't know, is Denmark strong enough to be a good ally? What do we know about them? We know they've only got 11,000 soldiers. And Norway only has 6,000. That's not a lot. It seems like Denmark should be doing better than that, even though they don't have Sweden anymore. Or they might... I mean, they might have an issue where... they're still reeling in manpower and money problems from the previous... I mean, look, their prestige is terrible, probably because they lost Sweden in the previous war. I know that Denmark normally isn't a great military power, but they've got a lot of potential, right? They've got a lot of great land there that has some decent development. It seems like they should be great-ish. But maybe it's better that Prussia take it. We'll get the prestige. I don't really have a slot for an ally anyway. I just wish I could replace that Cologne one with a better option. Or did I already do that? No, I replaced Hungary with Muscovy. But Cologne hasn't really been super useful to us. They're 7,000 men. It's not nothing. They've got 5 development here and 20 development there. That's what makes them strong. So, Oldenburg. That brings us back to Oldenburg and the timing aspect of this. And who we bring into the war with us, because it looks like basically nobody's going to come except Saxony will come. Okay. Do we want to waste... quote-unquote, waste, trust. We've got actually lots of favors with Saxony, and they trust us a lot because we actually joined their wars, and they like us for that. Bohemia trusts us somewhat. Alright. So, that's the play. Oh, I didn't realize Anhalt was allied to Oldenburg. Thank you for noticing that. So we're going to stop drilling, I think. We've got most of our armies at 100 drill. Our professionalism is finally getting close to 50%. And what's our tradition is 35. That's a good number. We've got a pretty good general, actually. I think he was a 4-2, but he upgraded to a 5-2 thanks to his drilling. So we're going to stop drilling now, let the morale recover, and you're right, we can knock out Anhalt really quick and have them give us some money. And because we're going to be getting money from these wars, let's spend the money we have to upgrade our trade ships. which are just going to sit in port until we're done with the war, because Volgast is going to be problematic in that front. I think they've got more ships than we do. We never really built a navy. We just inherited what was there. Salzburg is having a golden era. Oh, boy. That attrition from supply limit seems really scary, right? It says 111%, but it's really just you're 11% over the supply limit, I think is the deal. How do we fix that, though? Because supply limit is partly based on development, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, it's winter that's lowering the supply limit. So 21, and we've got 26, and he is 24. Let's hang out over here, then. That's fine. I don't want to spend any of my stuff. The enemy armies are quite small, but I don't know if I want to split the stack. I've only got 2 cavalry. I could build more, but I'm just going to stick it with crushing Anhalt real quick. Brunswick is also fighting with me. They've actually got a really good general. And you're right, I could probably do it quicker that way. I just don't want to take any chances. Because Volgast, yeah, they're pretty small too. Let's just be certain. Alright, April seems like an auspicious year to begin a war. We don't need to bring Saxony with us. I think we'll be fine with just this. Look at the numbers. We're good. In fact, I think you might be right. The problem is we can't siege things down quickly, so what I'm going to do is crush this and then leave a siege army there while I go and crush something else. That's how I'll split it up. We don't need to call our allies into war. No disputed successions matter for us. And we don't care about the Ottoman truce because we're hopefully never getting in a war with them again. At least not until we're emperor in Prussia and things. So now I want to split off manually because I want all the cannons to stay behind. Along with just enough infantry to do it. What does it need? Oh, wow. We only need 3 regiments. Well, let's just leave a couple of infantry. Just in case. I don't want to suddenly come back and find out all my cannons got smashed by an army. So we'll do that. Select the main unit and go after these guys. And our general is actually good at sieging. So I could have left him in charge, technically. I can't get a new leader. I can't transfer the leader over there. Unless I do it differently. Okay, hang on. Nope, they're already moved. Damn it. Alright. Screw it. Leader's coming with me. Whatever. We'll do it right next time. No, you're getting on a boat? Where are you going? You can't get on a boat. Oh, I'm going to need to beat their navy in order to capture Rügen. I'm not sure I will be able to capture Rügen. Jeez, I need money to upgrade a whole bunch of ships. Oh, he got off the ship. He's not shipping anymore. Okay. Alright, keeping track. Brunswick is actually building a larger army. That's good. So we can try to siege this whole area down while Brunswick runs interference for us. So if we keep these together, what does the enemy navy look like? Ignoring Denmark, Volgast has 9 galleys, it looks like. And 1 light ship and 5... geez, that's a tough... I think I need more ships. And a naval leader. Actually, you know what? Take that back. We're just going to have the 1 war galley, and then we're also going to build another caravel. I forgot you can have flagships now. That's kind of cool. Not until, you know, we get a lot more money, but then we'll at least have 3 light ships to patrol the zone afterwards. Hello, Desert Wolves. Welcome. He's also got 3 light ships here. I don't think I'll be able to build a navy fast enough to actually challenge him. I've got 14. He's got 6 and 9, so he's got 15. So this is actually going to be a fairly slow war if we actually have to take all of that. Maybe I'll build another war galley there. It can come join the fight, and maybe that's just barely enough. Who knows? He's got a good leader, though. A 3-3-1. I don't think I've got a shot of knocking that navy out, to be honest. Alright, we finished the siege of Anhalt. So we're going to come over here and help with Kolberg, and then we've got some... They're coming from Rügen. They're not going to let us get there. But Rügen has no fortress, so we might not need it in order to piece them out as a vassal. We might just need to do this part. Oh, and Anhalt is totally beaten, so we can definitely piece them out, right? We don't need them as a vassal. Transfer trade power actually will help us because it's in Saxony. We don't need them to steer trade, so give us as much money as you can, and we're good. The Battle of Stolp. Did not work out in their favor. You crushed my brothers with your Protestant crushing ways. Not missing anything, I don't think, so far. Mulhouse is still way down there. I haven't seen any Mulhouse forces come up this way. Oh, good. Brunswick's doing its job, getting Oldenburg down. Siege of Kolberg is over. Okay. Bring the cannons over here and it'll help speed this one up. Didn't need to. So, if we go kill their army, that might be enough, or maybe we're already there. We are not quite there. So we need to wait a little bit longer for the war. They have an ally in the war, and their military strength is -2. We might just have to wait a while, because I don't think we're going to get Rügen to fully defeat them. But if we can defeat their military, that will go part of the way towards our goal. Oh, we lost a spy master, you say. Can we get a trade master? Yes, we can. A trader. for more money. Who's that? Lubeck wants... Yeah, we'll let Lubeck have it stay. Ooh, we finally have an heir. Ugh, it's not a great heir either. Why can't we get any of these 12-pip heirs? That's all I'm asking for. Kill these guys too. Now, we can go and try to siege down Mulhouse. If we get rid of that ally, these guys might be more willing to comply. Well, they're at 99% now. It's only -2. Wait 2-3 more months, I think, is all it takes, and we might get them with our vassalization. In which case, we actually don't need the anything other than the light ships, so we can take the galleys and put them back into mothball. The light ships we'll keep out because we're about to use them for trade. Oh, hey, there's Mulhouse. Oh, and there's Mulhouse. I guess we gotta come back and deal with them. They snuck around. Can't let them just cause devastation. That's unacceptable. They're kind of trapped there, though, by the fort. They won't cause that much devastation. They are still -6. Wolgast will be the only one to join the coalition, so that's good news. Where do you think you're going, Mulhouse? No! Oh, gain tax. Okay, it's not just lose and gain. Nobility loses loyalty. Nobility estate gains 10 loyalty. But our morale of armies goes down. No, we can allow that. New Brandenburg loses or gains some autonomy. That's kind of terrible, but it's not awful. We can gain a diplomatic idea to improve relations faster, which would also increase our morale of armies. Or we can save it to be used on diplomatic technology. We might be the first to do diplomatic technology if we get it. What is this? 45 is, well, 9 years from now. That's not quite going to be the case. So I think we should save it. The diplomatic tech, oh, at the end is actually really good. From now on, we will save our diplomatic tech, though. All right, how's our military doing here? Oh, and you know what I forgot to check? We can probably do away with some of the military options here and replace them with peacetime options, since we're not in huge, massive battles right now. I think production efficiency, definitely good. And I was thinking development cost, but I think yearly legitimacy might help us right now. It's a very tiny bonus, but it adds up over the years. Alright, the Battle of Stolp has happened. What about now? Are they willing to now? -4. Damn it. The length of war is going to continue to go down each month. Ah, they arrested our agent. Alright, well, let's see if we can't get down here to Mulhouse now that we've knocked out their army. Oh, their army's right there, actually. Go kill it. Sorry, Poland, we're going to have to breach into your territory. There's an achievement called Everything's Coming Up Mulhouse. I don't remember what exactly you need to do in order to get it, but I thought that was pretty clever. 1540, we can pay that off. We had somebody dealing with our Oh, we still have somebody dealing with our inflation problems, so there's that. Do we make Lübeck like us? Not like us. Or hate us, but gain prestige. Prestige! We'll find a new trader, I guess. Ugh, all of these cost money. I don't want to deal with your money. 37 just to get rid of them. Oh, come on. Give me a +1, please. There we go, trade efficiency. It cost a little bit to get him back, but that prestige hit, that bump, was nice. Haha, they're finally willing to settle down now. They'll even give us 4 ducats. There we go. Now we've got a nice ally. Brandenburg. Poznan. I don't even know who that is. Oh, Poznan is Poland. Ah, right. Duh. Yeah, they hate us anyway. I don't care. Did we really... How come we got... That's annoying. Gotta go back up here now. Technically, we can just end this war. We don't have to go deal with Mulhouse. But can we squeeze some more money out of Mulhouse? Brunswick is going straight for him. Go get him, Brunswick. Oh, and we should probably get Wolgast to not hate us as soon as possible. So they can pay us money. And so we can annex them. We're building a spy network in Denmark as well, because we were going to try to claim Holstein. If we could also get Schleswig, that'd be good too. They seem to be having some problems. They're at war with Sweden. Over what? The Swedish conquest of Wulstein. Well, where the hell is that? Ah, there it is. They wanted a piece of Norway, and Denmark said no. Ah, we've got a war galley here. And another one there. And where's our trade ships? Now that we have peaceful relations in the north, we can send these guys off to protect trade in the Lübeck trade node. So I get a little bit more trade there. It won't be a lot, because we're collecting trade power in the zone, so we have a minus 59%. But, you know, an extra 6 or 7 can't hurt. There you go. Alright, now we've got some decent war galleys. Should we need them, we'll get more when we absorb the Wolgast fleet. Alright, these guys are actually just going to chill here. I've got to remember to do Altmark. Has to get increase its production by 2. Wonder why they chose completely decentralize the empire if you want to become emperor as Mulhouse. It also sounds literally impossible. I'm sure somebody can do it. And what is this? How much does that cost? 20. 20 is too much. I guess I'll be in Berlin then. I was hoping to... this seems like a decent place. New Brandenburg. You can drill there. Get back in fighting shape. So we'll peace out Mulhouse, have them give us some money, and then Oldenburg will peace out too. And if effective campaign to start the day. Stack diplomatic reputation. There are ways to get it. You can get the 2 sets of ideas. Will each give you diplomatic reputation times 2. So you can get 4 there. You can get 1 from an advisor. How else can you get it? Oh, we're going to need a free diplomat here. So you're not going to be a vassal. You are going to give us war reparations, and you're going to give us all your money. Could have also done steer trade power, but... yeah, I should have done steer trade power. Oh well. And Oldenburg, they are in the node, so they can actually transfer trade power. And war reparations, and give me all your money. There we go. So now I've got plenty of money in the treasury to pay off our loan. Wolgast still doesn't like us very much. They're not going to like us for quite a while. Because we have one of their cores. Oh, that's going to make it harder to annex them, but not impossible. Now, we had devastation was happening here, but it's apparently gone already. But devastation in this area is still pervasive from when the Ottomans came and destroyed us, I think. Alright, we're finally recovering from prosperity here. The capital is doing decently. This area up here, not so much. Alright, so we've completed a couple of states here now with that. We've got this full state, we've got this full state, we've got that full state. Altmark is part of this state, which I'm probably not going to finish anytime in the near future. But, it is what it is. Oh, policies that can give Diplo reputation. Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot about policies. And I'm ignoring policies because I'm trying to get as tall as I can get here. And in order to get tall, you need to have monarch power. So I can't afford to spend any. And we did embrace colonialism, so we're good on that until 1550 when we get the printing press. Though George Wilhelm I, through George Wilhelm I, they rule our nation and will do so for many years to come. However, even the great are sometimes in need of help. We can get money, diplomacy power, a general. I think the diplomacy power will be very valuable if they offer us. They do love us. We love them. It's a good relationship we have with Bohemia. If only they would join us in a war against Poland, that would be frickin' great. But they like Poland for some reason. Unfortunately, it looks like Muscovy is losing its war with Poland pretty badly. Poland is 1 miltech above them. And Muscovy has 51,000. Poland has 72,000. 72,000. They might as well be the Ottomans, who have 75,000. They're just about as strong. I'm going to need you to take over Hungary, vassalize it, and then fight the Ottomans for a while. Could you do that? Could you vassalize that? Oh, hey, look. 25 diplomatic power. Thank you, Bohemia. We knew we could count on you. They've got 24,000. We've got 26,000. Commonwealth can PU Hungary with mission trees? That's crazy. So we're almost there to professional army. Then we'll be able to renovate Berlin, whatever that means. Development has to be at least 25, and we have to have a church and a workshop. That seems like it should be easy enough, to be honest. Berlin's already at 25, so we just need to build a church and a workshop. Unfortunately, we're going to need another slot. So we're actually going to need to get it to 30. Oof, and 74 power because it's so developed already. I think we're still going to have to do it, though. Oh, wait a minute. We need a church and a workshop. We don't have either. Do we get rid of the castle? Jeez, that's danger. I don't think so. And we need the other two as well, so we need to get to 40? That's a tall order. That is a real tall order. A very expensive one. There we go. The burgers give us 10 loyalty. Thank you, burgers. Our money situation's doing real well, though. 6.41. I like having this much money in the bank. Can we become Defender of the Faith? We need 500 gold. Maybe during the League War. That's something we want to do. Now, what's this? We have tier 4 of a total of as a total of 28 nations. The next tier is available at 50. Defender of the Faith gets better bonuses when we have 50 nations. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Thing is, we're pretty decently spread. I was surprised. Ooh. Man, we are rolling in the money now. I wonder if this is the moment where we look to promote our advisors here. Right now, they're actually really cheap because we have full innovativeness. We have a specific reform, and we have the Commercial Advisory Board. I can't even remember what the hell the Commercial Advisory Board is. That might be one of the ideas we've taken. So yeah, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. It's going to increase our costs, so we don't have quite as big an income, but Monarch power, baby. Monarch power. Our administrative power is actually already really high, so I think we're going to invest some of that in Berlin here once we get to the next, let's see, Castile's preparing to attack, blah, blah, blah. So we might be the first one to get early modern administration, which would give us a little bit more innovativeness. It'll cost us. It'll cost us. We're paying an extra 50%. If we wait till the end of the year, we'll save 10% on it, but we lose the chance to get 3 innovativeness. And since one of our things is plus 50% innovativeness, let's take it. Because that 3 innovativeness is an extra 0.3 reduction in power costs across the board. But now we're set for many years. Neighbor bonus minus 5%. How could a neighbor be... Hang on. How could a neighbor be ahead of us in admin technology now when we were the first to get it but like 2 days ago? What just happened? Somebody help me. I don't understand this. Neighbor bonus. Is that just a general bonus, like somebody next to you is ahead at something and not specifically admin technology? For each level in a technology type, it is behind the most advanced nation, either bordering the country with a land connection to its capital or the same technology group as the country. No, the minus 5% neighbor bonus is for neighbors being ahead of you. That is bizarre. Okay, it fixed itself. It fixed itself. Yeah, tech map mode would have been a good place to go there, James, but I think it was just a little bug. Anyway, I do want to invest in a new idea before anybody else gets it, and we can get more innovativeness. But we're behind in military tech. Oh, but military tech cost reduced. And every idea you have reduces the tech cost in the associated tree by, what, 2%? Yeah. So that's worth it. But, like, now we've got 2 neighbors ahead of us in military tech, and that's bad. So 1544, it's only 5 years away. We're pretty close to catching up there. But then, 5 years later, we have to be back at 12 as quickly as we can. We're doing pretty good on innovativeness. You know what? Naval doctrine cost money or money? Okay, yeah. So we can do the trade power thing. So 662 income now in trade. It'll go up a little more, maybe. Yeah, 676. Now, I don't think it's time to move my trade capital, right? Maybe it is. Thinking about this. We've only got 13 trade power in the Saxony node. We've got 9% here, and that includes the fact that we have a massive penalty to collecting here. Let's do a real quick adjustment and test it. Let's put that guy back in Vienna, the Lübeck guy, and see what the trade power is without the major penalty. Yeah, we've got more trade power in this node, or the same amount, actually, it looks like. And if we put our trade capital here, we can pull trade from Saxony at a very strong pace. So that's what we're going to do. But we need diplomatic power to do it. 195 to move our trade port. So until we do, let's switch that guy back to collecting trade over here. And once we take Prussia, we can start getting trade ideas and pull more trade from the Baltic Sea node and from, you know, the Germanic nodes up here. It'll be very good indeed. Hey, we have enough money to expand our trade power. And it lowers our development costs too. Excellent. Hang on a second. 75% chance the heir will die but will gain legitimacy. Or we spend some money to try to reduce the chance that he'll die. Is our heir any good? Let's pray for his life and gain some legitimacy. Okay, he didn't die. Oh, you know, we only need 30. We already had 1 slot open. I didn't even pay attention to that, as far as the mission is concerned. And we are finally getting pretty close. We are drilling our armies 1% per year. Jesus, that seems like it should be higher, but actually, we've got that decision. Army drill gain modifier. That actually speeds up how fast this is gained, which is a very good thing to have, but it's not worth increasing our current maintenance cost, I don't think. So we're going to save up some money right now so that we can buy a couple buildings in Berlin as soon as we get to 50% As soon as we get to 50% of our army professionalism, because we can get those 2 missions right in a row. Wow! Army tradition is big. Aristocracy, thank you. Cologne. Do we want to keep our Cologne alliance? I keep looking at them, and 7,000's not nothing. But it's kind of nothing, right? It's a little like nothing. But who would we replace them with? Could we get the Netherlands to be our friend? They kind of don't like us, because we have a heretic religion. They're still Catholic? Oh, they're Reformed. We got Brunswick. Berg is our rival, unfortunately. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Berg rivaled us. They're actually a fairly big nation. Bavaria is actually decently sized. They've got 13,000 soldiers. Who are they rivaled with? Hungary, Berg, and Switzerland. Austria. Yeah, let's get rid of Cologne as an ally. And see if we can't get Bavaria. Yeah, Bavaria wants to join us right away. They like this deal. They're happy to be a part of it, and they're more valuable to us as well. In a defensive and offensive capability. We're going to get a royal marriage with them. They're going to love it. Everybody's going to be happy. Oh, we've got this situation, huh? Pay a bunch of money to get the burghers to gain loyalty, influence, and mercantilism. Normally, mercantilism costs about 100 diplomatic power. So this is turning money into diplomatic power, which you know I'm always a favor of. And the burghers will get even more loyalty and influence. Which is okay. They don't have a lot of influence. The nobility, though, that's really scary that they have so much. They're going to lose 15% actually in a second, so that's good. So I'll do this. I'll take a little bit of hit, and it's also going to give me development cost reduction. Ooh, very good. Very, very good. We've got to use this moment. We're ahead on admin technology, right? We're very far ahead on admin. So let's go ahead and encourage development in the capital. And in Berlin itself, can we get 5 more total? It's still very expensive, unfortunately. Yeah, I know I've got loans. Saxony disputed succession. A noble from our house succeeds to the throne, and we would get a shared dynasty with them. So I have to hope that Saxony's current ruler dies. He's only 16, so it's not super likely. What was I looking at here? Before Saxony. Oh, Berlin and spending development. 1, 2... Crap. I don't want to spend my diplomatic power because I need that to move my trade center. Let's just wait until we get some more admin power. And not spend any more military power, because that was actually probably a mistake. In fact... Oh, we have everything concentrated in the military already. That's right. So what we need is 140 admin power, basically. Savoy, you're trying to colonize the Far East or focus on Europe. I mean, they don't have... Did you get, like, Western ports, or are you still stuck in the Mediterranean? How are you going to colonize the Near East from Savoy? It's nonsensical. Hang on. The Emperor actually managed to hang on to the Shadow Empire, or... I'm not actually sure how that worked. A bunch of these did leave the Empire, but it kept a lot more than normally. At least that's what I remember. So we could... We can't build a church yet. We gotta wait and spend some money when we get it. But we'll increase our income by moving the center of trade over here. And this already has a marketplace, which is good. Upgrading this is going to cost 200 still. But I think we get an extra ducat per tick by moving the center of trade over here and shifting around our merchants. The Emperor needs to win any war with an Italian nation and have 150 relations to keep them in the Empire. And if they leave, they join right back because the join system is broken. Oh, interesting. Oh, we finally have decent prestige. I'm so happy to see that. We spent so much of this game with crappy prestige, but now people are taking us seriously. Alright, so we'll spend 70 more admin power to increase our tax base here. Not spend the military. I'm tempted to just do it, but I don't need it yet. Alright, here we go. So, we're going to change our trade province over here. Now we've got to move all our merchants around. We're going to need a merchant. We don't need a merchant. Give it a second, I guess. Because I think we should be able to transfer trade power here as well. There we go. Transfer trade power. We want the guy in Lubeck to help us transfer. Though, to be honest, do we need a guy here to transfer? Is it really going to help? I guess yes, because right now all our power is being used to push in both directions. We want it all pushing towards Lubeck. So definitely need somebody in Saxony to do that. And once we do that, we might be in good shape. Yeah, there we go. We're making more now. We're pushing more this way. The question is, do we make more with a merchant here pushing this way, or do we make more collecting in Lubeck in order to get an extra 10%? Or do we make more putting a merchant here in Rhineland? I feel like that's probably the right play, instead of Krakow. Putting it directly into the place we're collecting. Let's go to the videotape. I keep clicking on that money. 726. I think this is going to go up to like 750. With a merchant in the Rhineland. Cross your fingers. Ah, I went up even more. 771. Okay, so that seems to be the correct setup. And if we get more merchants, we can put one in the Baltic once we take over the Prussian areas. Now, Brandenburg has the most trade power in this zone now. Good deal. Oh, that's right. If we're transferring directly to a zone, we get bonuses there. I forgot about that. Saxony's still on the chopping block there. We do have to pay that loan back. Volgast is going to go away once we can make them like us enough. They're at 200. And it has to be 10 years. What year is that? 1546. So, yeah, in 4 years we should be able to absorb them. They should like us enough. They gain 8 per year. That's easy enough. So we're building a spy network in Poland. What were we going to do in Poland to try to hurt them? Steal their maps? Not really useful. Can't fabricate any more claims against them, apparently. I don't know. I don't think there's anything to do there. I have so many diplomats and not much to do with them. So instead, I'm going to put one on allies. Royal marriage. Oh, we don't want a royal marriage with them. We could issue an embargo to Poland. Not that that does a lot. Haha, take that, Vasily! Yeah, looks like Muscovy probably lost that war. I think they lost this province in the process. Muscovy, you know you want revenge. So the Ottomans and the Commonwealth have rivaled each other, so at least that might trigger at some point. If that ever does trigger, we're finally getting Prussia, right? To get all the necessary territory in Poland and also in Saxony, you won't have a chance later. Well, I don't have any necessary territory in Saxony. I can form Prussia with just these two territories. You don't need any more than that. Or at least I've got all the other requirements. It's only Königsberg and either Danzig or Stolp. I'm going to have Danzig, so technically all I need to do is take Königsberg from Poland. I'd like to also take Danzig so that I have a land connection over there. Or landish connection. So that's what I'm looking to do. But I can't do it until Poland is weakened, because even with my current... Even if I could get all of my current allies to join me, I don't think we could beat up Poland right now. But at least two of my big allies are not willing to go to war with Poland because they like Poland. Give me the spy thing where I get to sabotage their reputation, please. Denmark does look like an easy target right now. Yep. Bohemia still... Oh, yeah, still likes them. And so does Saxony. God damn it. Shouldn't like Poland. Don't they have... Aren't they Catholic? Stop liking Catholic countries. You're right. Denmark is a very easy target right now. Because of, you know, the Catholic zealots problem they've got going on there. And they still have a PU over Norway. Or an alliance with Norway. Not a PU anymore. How close are we to getting that army professionalism thing I want? 3 years away? Ugh. That's tough. Let's save up a little money. If by 1544 we don't have a better option, we're going to go take Holstein and Schleswig. Mostly just for the, you know, money of it all. And, also for the trade power. Ooh, who is the protector of the faith? Is there a way to see that? Would it be here? Maybe. Hard to say. Oh, if you try to declare war on a Catholic, it'll say? Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Because I don't think they're allied with France, are they? No. Yep, France is protector of the faith. How did you know? New question. Can I go to war with the Commonwealth obliquely to not pull France in? Not easily. I'd have to go to war with Sweden, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like if I was to do it soon, going to war with Sweden is really the only way to avoid getting France involved, for Pete's sake. And that means France is almost certainly going to join the Catholic League. So this is going to be a really hard league war. We have a big spy network in Denmark. Do we take more of their territories? We can certainly claim more of them. I could take 3 in a gulp. And it's not HRE land, so the Emperor's not going to be mad at me about it. Oh, we lost the leader, huh? Well, let's get a new general while we still have a decent shot. Oh, and we gained some army professionalism. That's going to get us closer. Now, next year, we should get what we want. As long as we're drilling. Now, our navy is nothing to write home about, so this is going to be an entirely land campaign in Denmark. Unless we want to actually build a navy. A few more galleys, maybe? It would certainly be easier. What does Denmark's navy look like? Oh, it's only 15 ships. We can beat that. We've got 5 trade ships. We've got 10 galleys. Get a couple more galleys and a couple more trade ships, and we're in good shape. Nice. Where'd our trade ship go? Can't see it. It's gone. It's disappeared. Oh, there it is. So as soon as those ships have been constructed, that's when we'll go to war with Denmark, or maybe a little before. They did just get wrecked by Sweden, and apparently they have a big rebels problem. The problem is they're going to give in to the rebels, and they're going to turn Catholic. I don't want them to go Catholic. They're kind of terrible, but... Well, now that I think about it, there is the thing... War score cost versus other religions. Unfortunately, they're Protestant right now. I really wasn't planning on taking over Denmark, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So, when we get enough money now, I'm going to build a church and a workshop here, and then we'll get the special Berlin mission completed. You're right, I don't want them to join Catholic as long as France is protector of the faith. Damn. I've got to go to war sooner than I want. As soon as we hit the 50% mark. I hope that's not waiting too long. I really do. It's 1% per year, so they've got less than a half a year left. And the boat should be close to being finished at that point, too. Ooh, that's super useful. Thank you very much, because we need to get that military tech. We're actually behind on military tech, which is combat with, cavalry fire, and infantry shock. Not super critical, but I definitely want to catch up. And we're going to have it by 44, so 2 years. So even if we start a war and it turns out we're outmatched, we can wait a couple years and get it. Saxony still does not have an heir. 3 years have gone by and he hasn't managed to produce an heir. Oh, come on, smugglers. I hate the smugglers. I don't want to pay that. I've got decent income now. I can soak it. Ooh, mission fulfilled! There it is. So we get the event, the reform of the Brandenburg Army happens. I have no idea what this event does. The Elector Friedrich Wilhelm, known as the Great Elector, have been one of the major winners of the 30 Years' War, increasing the size of the Prussian realm by nearly a third. His major achievement was to achieve the administrative unity and setting up a small professional army of 24,000 men. Hey, that's about the size of my army. He also managed to get his country free of Polish lordship over Prussia. Well, we're working on that one. And to welcome 20,000 French Protestant refugees. I would accept that. Yes, I would. But they haven't happened. On 28th of June, his army fought a tactical stalemate with the Swedes at the Battle of Fehrbellin. Well, we're kind of working on that, attacking Denmark. The Swedes were unable to go on the offensive due to poor preparations and thus lost the war. That Sweden was unable to carry the sword of Gustavus Adolphus had a striking resonance all over Europe, and Prussia occupied Swedish Pomerania until 1679. Well, it's not Swedish Pomerania. Look at that. 20 army tradition, 150 military power, and 2 army professionalism. Unfortunately, that's not a permanent bonus that I hoped it would be, but it's close enough. Now, apparently, that gives us enough for our military technology that we were worried about being too far behind on. Now, the next one does seem pretty important, and we're behind on that one too. We're not going to have that for another 7 years. But we also got a different mission that I didn't even notice. Nobility influence is 60 or greater. Ah, army tradition can be reduced forever. That's great too. Now we just need to do this one, for which we just need a little bit of money. Once we get that, we'll get the Matter of Berlin. And then we'll get Reform the State. I have to complete all government reforms. That's actually not too far away. And we'll also get Edict of Potsdam. Culture conversion cost. That's kind of nice. And then Enlightened Absolutism isn't going to happen anytime soon. But where are we on reforms? We've only got 2 more to go. They do get more expensive over time, but it's doing pretty well. All right, so we've got 27,000. We've got rebels that actually are more powerful than that. I'm a little worried about this. Let's get our trading ships consolidated with our navy here. What is this? Oh, we're getting an infantry added to our situation. Okay. So Navy's consolidated. Let's get before the rebels win, because you are right. The problem of France being part of this, and it looks like Riga and Hamburg aren't even going to join, because they're already in a separate war. So it's just us versus Denmark. They don't even have Norway anymore. Oh, this is going to be easy, except for the damn rebels. What is Netherlands doing over here? Who are they fighting? Oh, Denmark's already at war. Over what? Defender against Netherlands in the Dutch conquest of Vestigeland. Why are you... Vestigeland? No one controls Vestigeland. What the hell is Vestigeland? Defender. Oh, Netherlands is trying to conquer Vestigeland. And I'm also trying to conquer things. Well, that's annoying. That's going to put us in conflict with the Netherlands in the near future. I don't like that at all. Maybe that means the Netherlands will go deal with the rebels. But I don't think I like it. Oh, hey! One set of rebels is fighting another set. Brilliant. I'll go in and clean up the winner, I guess. That was good. I was really worried about those Catholic rebels, but they were weakened, and I think we've got them now. There'll be no one to stop us this time. So, we don't have 1,000, so we gotta do 2 at a time here. I need to take as much as I possibly can before the Netherlands does, or else it's going to be very problematic. So this navy is ready to come out and fight to control these waterways here. You know what? Actually, let's reverse this. Send the 1.8 this way. We kind of only just barely... Oh, boy. We can't go any further until... Alright, but we're beating the Netherlands to where we need to be. That's good. And I want to save up my money to pay off that loan before we buy the Berlin buildings. I mean, at this point, could we... Is it possible to vassalize Denmark? No, they're too big. You can even get into Sageland. Only once I get the fort here in Colding. I can't get to Sageland until I get to the fort. I don't have the transports to get me there either. Denmark has no friends. I guess we'll just take it all. It's really valuable real estate. Especially this one. Look at that. 39, or, sorry, 24 development. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't realize you could click on a nation and see the relative development within that nation. That's super cool. So we'll rebuild the army. Problem is, attacking these Danish noble rebels is going to be problematic. We'll get the negative penalty for crossing the strait there. But we still have drill on a bunch of our units. That should help us. And we'll be bringing in Brunswickian and Volgast units as well. We don't need any allies, thank you very much. Denmark's going to be kicked out all the way to Gotland. I mean, we can't fabricate claim because we're at war with them. We don't want to support the rebels. I guess we'll just keep the spy network going because it increases our siege speed, right? If I remember correctly. No. What is it? You want to be at war. You want to have a high spy network when you're at war. Doesn't it increase your siege time, your siege efficiency against that nation? Maybe it's just factored in there automatically and it's not showing. Wolgast is on a suicide mission. What are you doing, guys? Come on. I didn't give them explicit instructions not to do that, but, you know. they're like, we don't want to be under Brandenburg. It's death. So yeah, the siege ability must be factored into that, because I think my base siege ability is not that high. No, it's 13.7%. Is it the number of days? The 25 days is reduced? I don't know where to see that comes from. I don't know. Oh, a disease outbreak. Ugh. I know that siege ability means quicker sieges, but I could have sworn there was a relationship between your spy network in a country and the siege ability. The siege speed. Oh, maybe it lowers their defensiveness. That might be the way that it works. Which speeds up the days. Let's find out. Brunswick, I needed you to help me. It's okay. They have low morale. And we've got a good general. Oh, now they're showing up for the glory at the very end, huh? Yeah, sure. Right. Ooh, somebody is goal-oriented. Oh, no. Netherlands is going to get one piece of Denmark. You know, I better get Vistigiland before they do? Oh, they've grabbed a whole bunch of it. Maybe I'll just take this whole thing so that Netherlands can't get any of it. Or at least it would be problematic for them to do so. But then they go to war with me? And they are the Commonwealth? Would I be able to call in my allies as a defensive war at that point? Oh god, this is a web of problems. Oh, the Dutch left. Oops, I want to stay there and get that. Alright, so we beat up these guys. Defensiveness. Power projection lowers it. There it is. Brandenburgian spy network in Denmark lowers their defensiveness. Their defensiveness is actually way lower. And defensiveness, if I recall, is what determines how long, how many days it takes. Oh, Brunswick is going for the throat on these guys. Yeah, okay, we're going to occupy the entire country except Gotland, because I don't really care about that. And what do we want? Everything. When do we want it? Soon. We'll have a bit of a problem. A bit of a problem. What if we just did this? That would be less of a problem. And we wouldn't need quite as much admin power. Gotland is great, you say, huh? And then also we want you to give up all your money. Transfer your trade power. That might be a little high. But once we take the capital, we'll be able to get all of that stuff. Taking these might be a little bit too greedy. I think we can get all the rest. I'm always partial to Europe. I hate all the logistics that has to go into the colonies that you're talking about. I've done it before. I did it as Venice. I went through Alexandria and the canal areas. Johannes Agricola has had a bitter falling out with the great reformer. Agricola's stance in whether Mosaic law applies to Christians is directly opposite of Luther's. The Saxon Protestant theologian Johannes Agricola joins your court. National unrest, and he's cheaper. We gain 25 administrative power and church power, but then our allies are all pissed at us. So let's gain legitimacy instead. That's a good option. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that, Radical Hippo. You're right, if I had removed the blockade, the rebels may have moved, but, you know, we got them all. It's good. The Commonwealth is spying on us, so let's put a counter-espionage into play against them. Meanwhile, I need to make sure that my Volgast loves us. Because by the time this war is over, we can probably absorb Volgast. Alright, so now we've basically got them to 99% here. No diplomats to send. We'll bring back the spy, and then we'll send him. So, yes, we want to cede those territories to us. There's, what, 4 there? They're going to give us their money. They're going to give us trade power. And they're going to give us more money. Yep, I like this. It's also not enough aggressive expansion to cause a coalition. We are going to get some overextension, but that's okay. We've got a lot of admin power, and it's actually extra admin power. Core all! A new button. Fantastic. What is this? A battle between the Commonwealth and Denmark will begin. Denmark's at war with the Commonwealth. Oh, because of the whole Netherlands thing. Gotcha. Now, we've got money. We can build the 2 buildings we need, one at a time. Let's get a church first, since we've got good tax base here. We've become a great power! Really? Is that all it took? Who got kicked out? Oh, I bet it was like one of the Ming or something in China, because they still haven't embraced the institutions. You think the Mamelukes fell out? Maybe. Same thing, same possible thing. Anyway, that gives us a mission. Is it a mission we want to trigger right now? We gain 25 power projection. Yes, we can. You know I love that power projection. Now, in order to keep that power projection up, we got to go to war with our rivals. We could go to war with Berg just to humiliate them and get more power projection. That seems like actually a really good idea. As long as Berg doesn't have a lot of bad allies. Nope, they have very few good allies. Could I get them as a vassal? Oh, I could definitely vassalize them, right? I could have 2 marches right next to each other in central Germany. That might be enough to help me against Poland / Commonwealth. Oh yeah, gravely insulting your rivals for even more power projection. A scornful insult will double the opinion loss, but you'll also make their enemies like us more. Their enemies are Münster, Bavaria, and Cologne. Sure. In Brandenburg, Berg is a word synonymous with manure. That's why we call ourselves Brandon Manure. No, we're going to find a new one. The minions of Lucifer walk on the... Oh, no, it's merely the burger. I like that one. Okay, we'll send that to him. Saxony still has a problem. They might get our dynasty on their throne. That would be nice. All right, now that we've got over 50, we're actually maximizing our monarch power gains here. But I'm not sure that I can do anything except a humiliation war against Berg until I let some of this aggressive expansion go down. I don't think I can afford... Ooh, that's actually good. I don't think I can afford to get people mad at me right now. It's not too many people, but it is 46. Like, a lot of these small nations could gang up and form a coalition against me. So we might do a war against the Berg and just humiliate them in the near future. Let's get our drill back up a little bit and get our money situation stabilized. Stabilized. Okay, upgrade some ships, actually. 10 ships upgrading. Okay. We got better galleys now. We can switch out these. Protect trade in Lübeck. Build one more ship. Put the other ones on mothball. And now, save up money to pay back this loan that we keep saying we're going to do that we definitely can't do by next year. Denmark has announced me as their new rival. Get out of here. Oh, boy. Screw you, nobility estate. Now, here's the thing. Gulp. Am I going to lose my rivalry with Berg if I don't attack soon? I better attack them now and humiliate them before it gets bad. I think we can bring Saxony in this to make it faster, easier, and actually possible. Saxony doesn't add a lot to the table, huh? Oh yeah, I guess they do. Because I'm concerned that we're going to eclipse Berg real soon, and then we won't be able to do a humiliation war with them. We actually don't have any claims on them either, so we can't vassalize them without a claim. So you're saying if we mark this as a province of interest, that our vassal will claim it to give us a war goal that we can then vassalize the Bergians with, maybe. Seems like a good idea. But I do think we want to do that humiliation war right now, get a whole bunch of power projections so that we can keep this extra 3 monarch power rolling in. So we'll bring Saxony along with us because they love us and they're awesome. The Bohemian ruler is malevolent, so he won't join us. What a jerk. All the more reason to get a member of our own dynasty on the throne there. Cleves, Magdeburg, and Trent. Huh? Our manpower reserves are a little low right now. But I think when we have cored all 3 of these, we'll lose our opportunity, because I think we'll have eclipsed all 4 of these. We might have eclipsed Berg at that point. So we should have just gained a bunch of extra trade power. Well, once we core them, I bet. Especially Holstein should be a good extra bit of trade power for us. Oh, I forgot we were going to annex Volgast, but they got a bunch of aggressive expansion from that war. Damn it. Oh, a royal marriage. And a gift for you, which we don't have the money for? Oh, we have to send it later. Okay. Ugh. We'll take... we got enough prestige to take this hit and save the diplomatic power. Alright, so now we can annex them. Oh, we have to wait until 2 more years. Oh, it hasn't been 10 years yet. I thought it was 10 years by now. Okay. Well, that gift will still be in effect, I think. I can influence nation now. Can I influence them to hate the Commonwealth? Like, that's what I really want to do. I forgot what all these things do. Take on foreign debt. Influence nation will just make them like us. Is that correct? We will demand that they break one of their alliances. We don't need that. I don't think influence nation can cause them to hate another country. Because the problem is declaring war on the Commonwealth won't bring Bohemia and Saxony with me. Because they're friendly towards the Commonwealth. And Bohemia doesn't owe me 10 favors. What do you mean doesn't owe me 10 favors? I haven't used any of the favors that I had. So what's the deal here? Oh, Bavaria is what I was looking at. Yeah, Bavaria is a newer ally. But Bavaria also likes the Commonwealth? God, ram it. Muscovy's the only reliable ally against the Commonwealth. Arrgh. Hey, look, you're right. They now allow us to conquer Ravensburg. When do I want to do this? When? I don't want to drain my manpower in a situation where suddenly the Poles decide to attack. Because if Poland does attack, I've got a decent chance of winning because the Emperor will probably intervene. And between Saxony, Bohemia, Bavaria, Austria, and Brunswick, we'd probably stand a chance against Poland. Oh, and Muscovy. That's right. That's the big one. Muscovy would be fighting them on their other front. So we'd actually be a strong defense against Poland. So now I feel, excuse me, a little bit less bad about going after Berg right now. But let's get our army in position. Unfortunately, we're going to take some attrition unless we diversify our army. But we don't have the money to do it, so let's just, yeah, let's just go. We'll leave some behind to Cleves, Magdeburg, and Trent. Magdeburg is this one? Yeah. That's actually one I could take. It's technically in my sphere of influence. I have a claim on it. Maybe I get it before Saxony does. It's also 15 development. And I've already got the culture. So maybe we take Magdeburg also. Who are they allied with? Hungary, Hesse, Sealy, and Berg. Well, I'm probably just going to take it. Oh, boy, if I do that... You know what? I might not be able to with a Humiliate Casus Belli. I might not be able to take allies. We'll have to see. Anyway, the main goal of this is just to humiliate them before I have eclipsed them. I want that extra, what is it, 25 power projection or something? Maybe 40? It's pretty good, whatever it is. Alright, so give us just a minute here to rebuild the morale. 10 loyalty and influence. Let's keep the money and just take the influence. Oh, I had to take a loan. Why did I have to... Oh, it renewed a loan, sorry. Diplomatic reputation is okay. I'd actually rather like that trade efficiency one. Let's wait and get that. Once we get some more money. You can't humiliate them if they're not a rival, can you? Alright, so we're doing humiliate. Following options are disabled, but are they disabled for everybody, including the allies? Probably. Right? Anyway, we're going to bring Saxony in to help us. And later, when we try to vassalize Berg, we'll take Magdeburg, maybe. Saxony was still drilling. They're like, oh, wait a minute. No, we weren't ready for this. Well, I was born ready. And I'm taking all these guys' money. I do have an unrest problem, don't I? Well, I guess we can go sit here in Munster and siege it down. Technologically, our admin is still far ahead, so if we're going to do any... Well, when do we get the next idea group? 2 techs away. Oh god, you just made the supply situation so much worse. Brunswick, get out of here. There you go, that's better. Oops, wrong one. So we're at war with Cleves as well. We can get some money out of this. Get war reparations and stuff. No, I still can't... sorry, Radical Hippo. I still can't form Prussia without attacking Poland, and I still haven't found a way to do it yet. Without dying. If my allies would just join me... it would be almost guaranteed that we could just take the 2 we need. So far, they're not very good allies, though. Ooh, Berlin just needs 1 more building, right? Yes, they gained the church, so now they need the workshop. And we'll be able to complete that other mission. Unfortunately, I'm like draining manpower here by doing the siege the way I am, but I'd rather not take chances. And we got Holstein is now... Holstein? Berg. Ooh, Berg hired 8,000 mercenaries. You think that's enough? I don't think that's enough. I have to go win battles, don't I? I forgot about that. Oh, I need to take their capital for humiliation. Never mind. It's not superiority. And it looks like Denmark was able to peace out with the Netherlands and not lose anything because I stole their territory first. Netherlands is mad. Now that Netherlands has a casus belli against me. Ay, ay, ay. Theirs is not permanent, though. It looks like that's just a fabricated claim. It's not actually a claim that's based on mission or something. So now we've got to just take their capital, and then we can win the humiliation. Oh, Brunswick is going to take that down there. That's good. We can get Trier to pay out as well, and maybe Cleves. Water shortage. They're actually hiding their armies. They don't want to fight. And I don't blame them. If they just allow themselves to be humiliated, it'll be fine. So we'll get Cleves to peace out, pay us some money. We'll get Magdeburg to peace out, pay us some money. We'll get, whatever the other one was, Trier, to peace out and pay us some money. Can't you... Wasn't there a thing you could give allies orders to go after specific areas? Maybe not. I know you can go in here and tell your allies, like, siege things down or something else. No objective. Oh, the button that says no objective. I'm blind. I can't see it. Or is it in here and I'm missing it? I know these are general trends. Ah, down here? No, set focus for all subjects. Go back! You've got to go back! Ah, way down there. Oh, in the military section. That definitely makes sense. I thought I remembered it being up here somewhere. Maybe they moved it down there, or I'm just crazy. Oh yeah, look, it's on the map too. That's cool. Thank you very much, Vaynard. I probably would not have seen that in 1,000 years, because I just was not looking down here for any reason. I almost never care about what's in this screen. I only ever look here for manpower. Like I was blind to everything but the left side of that particular part. Feynard says, now you can get used to that button being completely ineffective. Okay. Oh, hey, you're devastating my but that's not cool. Alright, let's get Cleaves out of this and then we'll go clean that up. Damn! 11 per turn, but a lot of that is looting, I think. Man, this one, Cleaves does not want to give up. Wait a minute. Did somebody order an assault? I didn't order an assault. Volgast tried to assault? They're suicidal. Okay, I mean, we got it, but at what cost? At what cost? Let's slide alongside. Send these guys back to Holstein. And send these guys down to here, since you're right, they did technically ignore the damn thing. But to be honest, I don't care about that Trent thing down there. Let's just sue for peace with Magdeburg. Give us some of your everything. And then sue for peace with Cleaves. Ooh, I could force my religion on them. I'm a fan of that. War reparations? No, that's too much? Really? It's too much. Okay, well, forcing religion on them is probably better. I don't mind having more Protestant religions out here for the upcoming war. What is it good for? So, humiliation, yes. Transfer trade power, no, steer trade is the other one we'd kind of like to use, but I don't, that's not really super useful, is it? Maybe one extra thing pushing some money there. Can't do it anyway, let's just get war reparations. And also take another territory of theirs before. We make it done. Now will they take it? No. -1. Okay. So now I think we're not overstacking anymore. Mission fulfilled. Which one? The Berlin one? Yeah, renovate Berlin. So we're going to get the Matter of Berlin happens. Who knows what this is, but I hope it's, you know, great improvements to our everything. gives the following. Local construction cost -10 and development cost -15, but local tax modifier -20. Ugh! -20 on local taxes? I guess, you know, we could offset that by putting a lot more development into it, but... If you do show strength, you get 100 of each mana. Show of strength. I gotta look at that. So this is kind of annoying that I lose the money in Berlin. Like, yeah, renovations in Berlin. That's kind of annoying. I've already built all the buildings I can build, and I spent a bunch of development already getting it to this point. Well, that's not as great as I thought it would be. Thanks, mission. Maybe 10% it would feel like a useful option. Show strength. Oh, that requires 100%. I see, you could get 300 Monarch power. I'd rather have the power projection at the moment. Let's end this. There we go. Huge power projection, because that's 3 mana per month for a long time. And we got another mission. Reformed is enabled. I wonder what that means. I guess that's Reformed or Protestant? Oh. Europe has seen the effects of the Reformation and Counter-Reformation. Religious borders begin to solidify. Many Protestants or Reformed subjects of Catholic rulers find themselves on the run. Brandenburg is not a densely populated region. If we were to offer those men and women refuge and pay for new homes and perhaps a tax exemption until they get stabilized, we can undoubtedly harbor many of them. Oh, snap! We lose 2 stability, but we get a lot of development. In Brandenburg and Berlin... Oh, but the religion of Brandenburg changes to Reformed. This effect will dissipate over the next 30 years? Oh, the relations with the Catholic rulers will dissipate. So I'd have to change back Brandenburg from Reformed back to Protestant, but that's okay. Wait, you're saying there's a special peace option to show strength and humiliate without going over war score? I clicked humiliate rival. I didn't see any option for that. But anyway, we'll look at it next time. Yep, we'll just reconvert them. Oh, show strength also does that. Oh, I see. I misread it. I read it quickly, but now I even remember it saying what you're saying it says. Yes. Berg no longer considers us a rival. Good. Well, not good. We can still consider them as a rival, and we're going to vassalize them the next war. So that one has how long of a... 56, so 10 years. Oh, it's no longer a valid rival. Just, see, that's why I humiliated them when I did. Too few rivals. Who can we go up against? Not Bohemia. We don't want Bohemia. Venice? Meh. Saxony? No. Netherlands? Kind of might need to be Netherlands. Is Netherlands still Catholic? Yeah, it might need to be Netherlands. Only because they're already allied with the Commonwealth. Their navy is 1,000% bigger than mine. Wow. And their army is 61% bigger than mine. Yeah, well, we're getting there, okay? Calm down. I don't want it to be Burgundy. But if I pick Netherlands, they might pick me, and I don't want them to pick me. So maybe it will be Burgundy, just because, you know. If we get Berg as a vassal, we might actually be able to pick a fight with Burgundy that we can win. So what's the situation with the Commonwealth these days? They're not at war with anybody. And still, nobody to go to war with me except Muscovy. Hello there. I cannot read your name. Somebody said hi, and they've got a bunch of weird characters in it. Upside down GPENHI. I can't do it. Penhio 6ep. That's what I'm going to go with. Alright, so we're constructing cores, and now we should be able to annex these guys in November. So next month we'll be able to annex these guys and get rid of our diplomatic penalty. Next stop, China. Sure. So if we don't have anything better to do, like conquer more of Denmark or more of Poland, I think we try to vassalize Berg and get our second march. And when we get some more money, we're going to continue to expand our trade influence by increasing our trade port options. Denmark's building a spy network, those bastards. We should build a spy network in Denmark. We had a nice big one. It's still technically pretty large, but I want to get their other territories. So, Kolding and Oslo. We already have one on Kolding? We must. And then Fine. We'll get the others. So when can we go to war with them next to finish this conquest? Conquering things outside the HRE I kind of have no problem with. So 53, so 6 years for that one. So now did we do all the mission trees here? We need absolutism in the 80s, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. We're not going to get global dominance. We can't be the defender of the faith yet, because we don't have 500, and we don't have a reason to have it yet. Show of strength 10 in those areas over there. That's why Magdeburg seemed like a good thing to get. So we'll try and get Magdeburg, and then maybe I don't know. So we could get more diplomatic reputation, or we wait and get diplomatic tech. That's what we're going to do. Alright, that should give us a nice income now. 7, not bad. Burgundy has announced this as their rival. Okay. So Poland is still allied with Sweden, and they're still probably defended by France were we to attack them. Oh, everybody's busy, huh? Annexing vassals, counter-espionage, building a spy network, and improving relations with our allies. Yeah, well, it's Probably for the best. When is the Commonwealth going to get attacked by Ottomans? That's what I want to know. Can I pay the Ottomans to do this? Hungary somehow hasn't been involved in a war from any of their enemies in the recent past. Oh, because their independence is guaranteed by the Commonwealth. So after munching on the top of their brains, you decided that they're guaranteed. That's actually great, because now if the Ottomans try to go after that, yeah, I'm all for it. Damn, they caught us in Denmark. We've got potential rebels rising up, the Danish separatists, which we will go put down when it happens. The Empire's looking weak. Why do you say that? Because Austria is so weak? Or just because the Commonwealth is so strong and the Ottomans are so strong? I kind of would like... Oh, that has a fort in it. That's good. Yes, indeed. Oh, good. We're going to get 2 more technologies that'll put us back ahead of time. I was a little worried that we are falling behind in techs, but we're doing okay. I need more innovation, which I think means I need military ideas. Local nobility, yearly absolutism, that's all good stuff, but we're going to get the military tech instead. Magdeburg is building a spy network. Oh, the Empire's weak until the League War happens. Where is the League War? What causes it to trigger? How come the Counter-Reformation hasn't triggered? Are we hitting a bug, or am I just misremembering how long this takes? My ideas only cost 390 right now. But there's an idea that makes ideas cost less, right? Was it administrative? Innovative, right? No, I don't remember what causes ideas to cost less. I think it's definitely in one of the idea trees, though. Humanist. That's right. Idea cost. You want to do humanist early, otherwise it's not super useful. And Savoy traditions, that's how you're doing it. But I thought there was something else. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. Ooh, diplomatic reputation increased. I do like that. So, doing this one and that one, plus 3, pretty good. But still, we need these other techs. Ooh, we can slander people's merchants soon. We have a lot of diplomats. So we can get the Spanish square, which will put us ahead of time again, but not give us any more innovativeness. Two years until the printing press appears. Does anybody know what the requirements are? Not the requirements, but the weighting is for where printing press appears. Is there anything else? Is there anything I can do to increase the chance that it appears in Berlin? Let's look it up real quick. Printing press is part of, there we go. It doesn't look like there's a weighting that can Yeah. It just has a set of requirements, and we are part of the requirements. We definitely meet it. I know that it tells me what the requirement is. I thought maybe there was something that gave weight one way or the other. Oh, apparently provinces that produce paper are also possible. So, okay, so Berlin is a possible place because it's a capital province, but any place that also has at least 15 development is possible. So maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, but maybe we get more of our areas up to 15 and we got more chances for it to appear. Or does it always appear in a capital province? Yes, it's in its owner's capital area, but not on an island. If not its owner's capital, it has to have at least 15 development or it produces paper. So, if we get these up to 15, is there anything else close? Yeah. There we go. We'll build a church now because I spent that. No, we're not going to build a church. We're going to do something else. I don't know if we can get this up to 15 to increase our chances. I think we don't have the monarch power for it. But now at least 1, 2, 3, 4 of our provinces are in the running at least. Hello, Adolf Hitler. That's an interesting username to have chosen. Ooh, can we get a claim here? Oh, the cost to fabricate is reduced. I forgot about that. That's kind of nice. We need 31 and we only have 15, so that's not going to be anytime soon. A delegation of peasants has come before the Prince-Elector for a redress. Agreeing to this would be popular with the peasantry, but is seen as an infringement on the authority of the nobility. You know what? Screw it. The nobility... They knew what they signed up for, so to speak. Now, artillery's next technological upgrade is the big one, where they get fire increase and shock increase, and then they get more pips. That's the one where we actually want to carry as much artillery as we can afford, because having them in the back line to help shoot is very valuable. We need to be drilling. We're not drilling enough. So our missions now, we're kind of locked into where we are. We can't get the Prussian pieces we want. I really don't want to take out all of these guys, and right now I've got an aggressive expansion problem in the region, so I can't do much there. I think Denmark's probably the most likely next area to take. Brandenburg gets benign neglect, or increased tax modifier, or increased manpower modifier. Our manpower is low. And Brandenburg does have a lot of base manpower. So let's do that. We need that more than we need money, to be honest. But in the interest of improving our future, we're going to increase local trade power and institution spread and development cost in Lübeck. Oh. Who the hell are these guys? Dithmartian? The guy's right next to us, I guess. Hello, Vabis. Why are you be sad? No, I actually had 200 ducats straight out. Oh no! I forgot I do have loans. I have to pay them off soon. Oldenburg will no longer transfer trade power. Dun, dun, dun. So we're making good money on our trade income right now. And geez, this annexation is taking a really long time. Do they really have that much development? 8, 9, 7. Doesn't seem like it should be taking that long, especially when we're same religion and same culture group and we've got good diplomatic reputation. Oh well, it'll be done in next year. Oh, we lost a military advisor, which was our +2. We can do land maintenance modifier on him. Apparently Saxony got its stuff together. We did not get a same dynasty with them. Whoa, hang on. Bohemia's mobilizing. Why? Oh no, that's the Commonwealth, who's fighting Austria and England over what? Oh, the Commonwealth is helping the Netherlands fight England because the Dutch are conquering Calais. But England is allied with Austria and Portugal. This does not seem like a good enough moment. Bohemia's been warned by Commonwealth? Well, maybe Bohemia will want to join me then in a war against these mean guys. No. No, they still have a friendly attitude towards the Commonwealth. How am I ever supposed to form Prussia if all of my potential allies have a friendly attitude towards the nation that holds the Prussian homeland? I took Denmark so that the Netherlands couldn't. You see? The Netherlands wanted Denmark, and I swooped in and saved it from the lowland people, Westphalian, Dutch culture. Now at least there's Germans in charge, you see. I mean, the Commonwealth has 94,000 soldiers. Even with Muscovy, I wouldn't really stand a chance against them. They could just concentrate their fights. You're saying they have low reserves? Well, that's a good point. Why do they have such low reserves? Did they really drive themselves that low in the fight with Sweden last time? I don't know. But I mean, my reserves aren't great either. I'm at 1/3 of my reserves. Muscovy's got some decent reserves. If Bargain Bohemia would join me, and Bavaria also likes them, I can't overcome a friendly attitude towards the Commonwealth. Not even with, like, trust and stuff. And the Bohemian ruler is still malevolent. Saxony is still way out of there, but they trust us a lot. There's nothing I can do to increase the trust enough to make a difference. I mean, if we look at this, they already trust us 80, which gives us 30. So I could increase trust more. Twice, basically. So it looks like I might be able to do it for Saxony. Definitely wouldn't be able to do it for Bohemia, though. Does trust degrade? It decreases if we break promises or otherwise act dishonorably, but does it return to 50? I don't think it does. Because Saxony has been highly trustworthy of me. So I could spend a little bit of this to increase Saxon's trust even more. And now Saxony would be a little closer. A little closer. We're just not getting enough favors with Bohemia to do that. Not for a long time. So then with Saxony, we're in striking distance. Is that what we just determined here? Yeah, it's less than 20. So if we had 20 favors with Saxony, we could spend 10 to have them prepare for war, and then we could spend 10 more to get them to actually join the war. So right now, not now, but in the near future, once we get a couple more favors with Saxony, we could go to war with the Commonwealth, against the Commonwealth with Saxony and Muscovy. And the good news is that France isn't involved in this anymore. The bad news is that the Netherlands still is, and so is Sweden. So we'd still get absolutely crushed. Because the Netherlands is pretty strong right now. But they're in a war with England. I guess England might be a decent challenge for them. I could conquer Bohemia, and you're right, I guess, if they're that useless as an ally. But they'd be much more valuable as an ally than as a part of my territory, honestly. Because they are also acting as a good defensive ally against any Commonwealth shenanigans. But you know, attacking the Commonwealth while their armies are way over in Western Europe does seem like a fun gut punch to pull, especially if Muscovy starts occupying all of this stuff very quickly. I don't trust them enough to have, them actually do it quickly, though. And Sweden would be involved too, and that would just get very bad very quickly. Yeah, I don't see that working out. Because as soon as the Commonwealth just brings its armies back, then nothing we can do. Riga's at war with Denmark. Oh, I didn't realize Denmark had this little territory up here. Oh, no. Yeah, Danish Livona. I don't know how they got that. Growth of the printing industry. Ah, we didn't get it. That's too bad. So who did get it is the question. Really? Northern Italy? That's not Germany at all. Hang on, I just read that. Oh, it has to be... It can also be Protestant or Reformed. North or South Germany region is an or with Protestant and Reformed. God damn. I mean, at least it's spreading quickly in all the Protestant areas, right? It's spreading. I don't know if it's spreading quickly. Well, half a point per month. That's actually quite quick. Only 11 years till we get it. That's not awful. 11% on our technology is not huge. So, this war, when do we determine this? This is 56. This one would be 53. So I think we're going to try to take Denmark. We're not going to kill them off. We're just going to take those 4 territories. That's all. Oh, boy. Our peasants are deeply upset at the news that their freedom of movement is to be further restricted. I don't remember doing that. Oh, League War requires the printing press. Is that what I was missing? Yeah, you're right. Helder Mayor. Okay. Well, the peasants are revolting in more ways than one. In Brandenburg and Schleswig. Where is Brandenburg on here? Down here? Yeah. Damn, we're so close to spreading it. Protestantism in there. Ah, we finally integrated the other. Fantastic. We'll take your infantry and incorporate that into our army. Maybe we'll finally have a large enough front. And then here... we'll take these and add them to our navy. And your trade ships will... I think they join each other automatically, but I'm going to do it right now, just because. Oh, do they need to be upgraded? Yes, they do. So let's go to our naval port. In fact, these guys should absolutely be here. That's our most protected port, I believe. We were going to build a special cool building there, but I'm going to pay off my loans first. So of the 11, we can upgrade the ships. Hold on. Repay a loan. Yes. Boom. Good. Urbanization. Attempt to improve conditions is going to cause me to take another Goram loan. But I do want the base tax in all those places. Oh boy. Alright, so these caravels, once they are improved, should be fine there. Alright, so Stargard and Newmark. I thought it was Brandenburg and something else. How did that change? Huh. That's weird. Does this have a... let's see. No, it's a river connection everywhere. So I guess we would be better off going to Kolberg and coming at this from the north. No disputed successions in my favor. Well, that was easy. Do it again! Don't take too many casualties, though. We need drills. Too bad the new infantry we just got from our erstwhile allies. Damn, Austria keeps getting emperorship. Aha, we finally get naval morale increase, and we can slander merchants, and we get a naval battery that we can put on the coast if we wanted to. Alright, so back to drilling and waiting for the 1553 attack on Denmark. We can fabricate another claim on their capital because it's awesome. Where is Bornholm? Oh, it's over there, a little tiny island, huh? Well, we might as well have it because it's part of this thing. So we'll try to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 territories from them next turn. Is that going to provoke a coalition? It might be too many. We might do it anyway. Because the coalition won't be people that we care about. Empire of the Sun, you're talking about the board game, right? The Mark Herman 2006 war game? Ooh. Treatise on Natural Philosophy. Tolerance of the True Faith goes down for 10 years, which we don't really care too much about. Yeah, I think we want that innovativeness. Yeah, I actually picked up Empire of the Sun right before the pandemic hit, like in February. I was planning to play it with my standard opponent, but then we haven't been able to play it since then. We were going to try it on Vassal, but it seems like a very complicated game, and the Vassal module is also complicated, so we didn't want to try to learn the game and the Vassal module at the same time. We decided we were going to wait and play that one face-to-face. So we're playing For the People right now, an older Mark Herman design. which is also very enjoyable. Oddly enough, 1998's For the People is still considered by, I think, most wargamers to be the best American Civil War game out there. At least by many of them. Maybe a plurality. Oh, and Besler. Get out of here, William. Your heir, Friedrich William, is only a little bit better than you, though. If a country has positive opinions of you, they won't join a coalition. Well, that's good to know. Let's take advantage of our diplomats and do something about that. Neighboring countries and allies, and I'll have somebody go and help Brunswick remember that they love us. Never mind, Brunswick loves us already. Yeah, I've heard about that. The Erasmus bot. I'm always really... I'm really very skeptical when it comes to, like, board game AI solitaire modes, because it tends to basically be a flowchart, right? And if you can boil your game down to a flowchart and it still plays relatively well, then the game isn't really very interesting, right? You've just solved the game and you've turned it into a flowchart. Now, I don't know, maybe that's not necessarily true in all cases, maybe that's not true for all flowcharts, but it feels true. And I don't know, I've never been one for solitaire gaming. I've got a lot of other games that I can play, so I'd rather, in addition, if I get good at it playing solitaire, then my opponent who's playing it for the first time won't necessarily have a very good experience, and neither will I. I'd rather go into it blind with them, so we're at the same level, essentially. Which is what we did for the People, and it worked out pretty well. But, I mean, Empire of the Sun, for a game from 2006, still has a ridiculous amount of activity on it. Like, the Board Game Geek page is just constantly got people asking questions and keeping up, and there's people asking to play, and, like, so it's obviously very well regarded for it to be played this much, this far, you know, almost 15 years after it came out. Yeah, you're right. It's basically a manual scripted AI system. That's exactly what it is. Now, what do we need in order to claim Bolholm? You need 41, so we'll probably get that close to the time we want to declare war on Denmark. Oh no! Berg is no longer a good target for a vassal. They lost a bunch of territory. I could help them get it back, though, to be fair. And we're going to keep our counter-espionage on Poland. Poland's still at war with only Great Britain now. Austria had to peace out because they have been like the bitch of this game the whole time. They constantly get crapped on by everybody, and they always get beat up in the wrong places. Like, they just have not been strong. Even Bohemia turned against them. So, I mean, it certainly didn't help that the Ottomans were forced to fight them a couple of times against Hungary. They lost against Poland, and they lost against the Ottomans in quick succession trying to defend Hungary, and that worked very badly for them. That's why I got out of the game. I said, no way am I helping Hungary anymore. I gotta keep checking to see if the Commonwealth is somebody that we're allowed to attack. If I could just get Bohemia with me. Look at the Commonwealth's manpower reserves are nothing, but their actual standing manpower could crush me. And Muscovy. I just need Bohemia to join that. I just need them to join it. Bohemian stance towards Commonwealth friendly, even though their opinion of the Commonwealth is minus 15. Come on. But no, even with Austria on their side, Hungary got attacked by the Commonwealth and by the Ottomans, and the Austrians got beat up both times. I can help against the Ottomans now? Yeah, maybe. But Hungary's still not a military value. It's only 11,000. I mean, Berg is probably a better value than that. Oh, Berg got their territory back, at least some of it. They still need to get part back from Cologne. But yeah, Berg is as strong as frickin' Hungary. You're right, my tech level is probably pretty high over the Ottomans and only going to get higher because they're not going to... Well, they could easily... I don't know. How easy is it for them to embrace institutions? They have colonialism, but the printing press isn't going to get there anytime soon. So maybe in 10 years I'll have a small advantage over them. Oh my god, it's 1 o'clock already. I guess we're going to have to wait till next time for our attack on Denmark. I just get sucked into this game. And we are now considerably stronger. Did we get... Is it the next one? Yeah, the next one is when we really care about having a lot of cannons. Right now we don't. 13 per turn. We are rolling in gold. Everything's coming up. Thrill House. My god, this is the best game I've ever played. And all I've done is enter my name. Thrill House. Do we have markets every place that matters? It looks like yes. I think we've got them in each of the areas already. They had been built that have estuaries and things. So, marketplaces. Not really useful. What about manpower increases? Can we get that anyplace useful? 750 in Lübeck. That's pretty valuable. Can increase that a little more. Ooh, dubious spending practices. Well, we know because he's corrupt is probably why this popped up. Our diplomatic advisor leaves our court. But I like him. I like his trade efficiency. But I don't want 2 corruption. That's going to take a long time to get rid of. Ugh. Screw it, get rid of him. We'll find somebody new. Somebody better. Nope, no better. Noble ally with foreign... Noble's ally with foreign power. Yeah, they're going to pay for that treachery. I'm not going to get you free. I've got 1250 in Stettin. Oh, I didn't see that. Good catch. You're talking about the manpower situation, huh? Yeah, wow. Okay, that's a good one. I forgot I built such a big manpower base there. That'll be super helpful. Those two will increase my maximum by probably 1,000, 2,000. My troops have slightly better stats in the Commonwealth, but they're not that much better yet. Ooh, military technology down for 20 years? Hell yeah. So, Prussia, when you form Prussia, you get the Prussian monarchy, which increases your capabilities. My army professionalism is helpful. I don't know how Poland stands on army professionalism at the moment, so they might be better. We've got some ideas that help us, specifically in the aristocratic tree. Our cavalry is better. We haven't finished it, though, so we don't have leader siege. We don't have, what's the other one here? Army tradition decay. So we have decent army tradition, but it's not fantastic. This is a big one. Serfdom will give us a lot of manpower. And I'll eventually want to get quality ideas to get discipline and artillery and infantry combat bonuses. Definitely. And defensive and offensive ideas both are fantastic for different reasons. But until I get those and Prussia formed, I can't go more than toe-to-toe with the Commonwealth, I don't think. I don't really want to cheat and see their professionalism. I'm okay. There's a trade efficiency guy. We can pay a little more to improve his stats. There we go. Alright, so we've got a good income. I like the income we're getting here. Some of it's war reparations that's going to go away, but the rest of it's really good. Switching over our trade has really helped us. But of course, absorbing Wolgast and grabbing these territories here is the main force that made that possible. Oh, Bavaria. Definitely need to have our royal marriage with our friend there. And we determined this was 6, right? 56? Yes. Alright, so next time, tomorrow, we'll come back and we'll be going after Denmark to grab the rest of their territories here. They can have Gotland and their Baltic territories, but that'll be the end of our war against Denmark. And yeah. I think that will put us in a very strong position. We'll also then try to vassalize Berg, because Berg will be a pretty strong vassal, especially if we help them get back Westphalen. And having those two marches might be enough to eventually go against Commonwealth, even without Bohemia. We'll see. Release Gotland from the grips of the Denmark. It's possible. But with that, we are going to call it a day. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We will see you tomorrow, 10:30 Eastern Time.